investigate an interesting reaction with hydrogen peroxide that is really very unusual, the way that it is done, also known as elephant's toothpaste. And as always, we've got some safety goggles, lab coat or apron, gloves. Not only does the peroxide bleach things, it's very dangerous to eyes and will hurt skin too. So great care and a teacher demo with 30% hydrogen peroxide, which is 10 times stronger than the material you'll buy at the local pharmacy. Glassware safety, we're going to be having a lighted taper and a flame, so fire safety, and make sure you wet, dampen anything that's been alight before you throw it away. And for the materials, the peroxide, some liquid dish soap, some 0.1 molar potassium iodide solution, and you can put in some vegetable dye if you want a colour, and it's good in a 1 or 2 litre graduated cylinder, and then a big trough around it because it's going to get messy. So what you're going to do, carefully with your goggles, gloves, you're going to add 25 mils of 30% hydrogen peroxide and 7 mils of liquid dish soap. And when you're ready to do the experiment, don't add all your 3 ingredients. You can swirl those 2 there. And then you're going to add your 2 mils of potassium iodide solution. Add any colouring if you want it to the solution before you add the Ki. And you're going to observe, you're going to really look closely at what's happening, and you're going to think about it. So here we have the thinking routine as a strategy of Project Zero. Say everything that you see, and here it's also dealing with smell and hearing as well. You're also going to think about what's happening. Why is it happening? Can you explain it? And the bits that you're wondering about, your curiosity, you're going to write some questions down. What do you want to know further? And you're going to see a video and complete the thinking routine activities whilst you're watching it, or whilst you're watching the lab in your lab. So let's describe what's happening chemically. A clear liquid, which is going to be the hydrogen peroxide, is mixed with a second clear liquid and the soap, and foam will spill out of the graduated cylinder. Quite an impressive reaction. And the reaction is hydrogen peroxide is decomposing. Look at the red reaction there into water and oxygen. And the potassium iodide is above the arrow. It's a catalyst. Essentially, it remains unchanged. It's not going to become a different chemical. And so you pause for the reaction, and here it is. And the foam is caused by the oxygen gas bubbling through the soap. So you get this impressive spewing of foam building up through the graduated cylinder and then spilling outwards. So hydrogen peroxide will decompose into water and oxygen without adding chemicals, and it's stored in the accordion bottle, which can expand if needed. But the decomposition is faster at higher temperatures, so we store ours in the refrigerator. And as with a lot of reactions, adding a catalyst increases the rate of reaction. It forms a temporary compound with, here, the peroxide, which makes the decomposition easier, a reaction intermediate. And so here's a summary of the 3 parts of the thinking routine: the see, the think, the wonder. And they're good strategies to use on other occasions when you're making observations. You don't have to be triggered to use it. And again, many thanks to WIS Team Science, and in particular here, Grade 9 Chemistry 1 class and Miss Hager.